Episode 31.
Episode 32.
Dukes of Weepdom.
Good catch. Good
Kinda.
catching yourself there.
Kinda. Tripping over myself. Fuck it. So.
You think Gojo's coming back?
I was gonna say which of the two reveals you want to talk about, but first off, before we even get into it, the spoilers were
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous.
It was apocalyptically bad. I had creators that never talk about JJK bringing up JJK spoilers.
Oh my god.
Like Afro Senju, he plays anime fighting games, and he was like, yo, if you guys are anime only, you guys need to start muting JJK right now.
Oh my god, dude. It was just horrendous.
Absolutely terrible.
Stop. Wait until the chapter. Just be patient. Wait for the chapter to come out and then have your discourse. Why does everyone need to rush to have the discourse?
And then to have Gege, what was it? I want to see it again. Gege, when I catch you, be trending on Twitter.
Yeah, well, yes. So let's just dive right into it. Because when I said to you that I had read it, or was about to read it, you had said that you did not like how it was handled.
I liked all of the stuff like in the afterlife or in his mind or whatever. I loved all that. I just really hated that we ended last chapter with Gojo being like, I'm winning and smiling and everything, and then we immediately go to like
he's in the afterlife and he's
last
dead.
Images, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and I saw some people being like, oh, well, this is a spoiler, so I still didn't look at all these pages. Because I scroll through, but I don't, like, look at the spoiler pages.
well, so I thought I had two spoilers, but I only had the one. But I'll get into that after, too. Go.
But I saw one person being like, well, what did you want? You want to see Cleve enter his body? No, I want to see emotion implying Cleve happened.
Yeah.
He was literally... The next time we saw him physically... From him smiling is him on the ground dead. I just want a page in between there.
Yes, to show me, okay, how did Gojo not see it coming? How did Sukuna activate it?
Because like just because he has Limitless doesn't mean he doesn't move.
Yeah. Well, Limitless might not have been active at that moment.
Yeah.
Because he was fighting so hard.
But
yeah. But actually, it might have been because Sukuna was talking about how that cleave would have went through Limitless anyway, because that's how he designed that cleave. I hated the backdrop because I think Gege just hates Gojo.
Oh yeah, he admittedly hates Gojo.
Because he straight out came up and had Gojo say that Sukuna was holding back. I don't think I would have beat him otherwise. You mollywopped him that whole fight. What are you talking about?
I've seen a lot of pushback on that too. People being like, yeah, he was holding back. That's why he decided to take a nap in the middle of the fight when he got black flashed. Yeah, he was just taking a nap because he was holding back, bro.
Yeah, he only summoned Maharaga and that other fucking New fusion thing because he was holding back.
There's another line too where it was like he felt uneasy for the first time in his entire life. Yes, because he was holding back, bro.
He only screamed in fear for Maharaga to come save his ass because he was holding back.
Holding back.
He only gushed blood out of his eyeballs when his fucking malevolent shrine got imploded.
He could have won at any moment, but decided to bleed from his eyeballs instead.
Fuck out of here. I still say, I will stand that Gojo won and lost the fight. Gojo won the metaphorical battle of proving that Gojo is stronger than Sukuna.
And Sukuna literally learned the technique he beat Gojo with off of watching Maharaga adapt. So it's like, you not only needed Megumi's technique, you needed Megumi's technique to teach you a technique.
Yeah, exactly. So, without Maharaga...
Also, all of that exposition just made my brain melt. When Sukuna just started talking about how he did it, it's just, show me. Show me.
How do you
Don't tell
show
me.
That, though? Well, he showed it by Gojo's dead
More than
body.
that, yeah.
I saw people
just
trying
to tell
say...
me all of that shit after his dead body's there, it makes it even more unbelievable to me.
Because the two quote-unquote spoilers I saw, the other one must have been fan-edited or something, because I saw the Gojo laying on the ground, cut in half.
Yeah.
And the amount of edits on that picture, drawing clown makeup on him and fucking
Yeah.
this, that, and
That's
the
all
other
one
thing.
throwing a thumbs up. I'm good, bro.
But then I saw another one later in the week of one of showing Gojo healing himself, like putting himself back together.
I saw someone zoom in and he's like smiling in there.
Yeah, so he has two different facial expressions between the first time we see him, like the big double page spread on the ground, and then you see his face again towards the end of the chapter, and he's got two different facial expressions. So someone was like circling things I saw on social media saying that he's using reverse curse technique, and I'm like, bro, it just got cut in half. It's like,
yeah, but
they also spent the first
float as a torso.
They probably, but they spent the first 11 pages of the chapter talking about how Gojo's dead.
Yeah. That would be a big old waste of my time if he's not. Not that I care. I love seeing Ghetto.
But it's okay, though.
Actual Ghetto.
Yeah, right? Real Ghetto. Oh, not to diverge, but still JJK.
Not the Divergent Fist.
My wife and I watched the newest episode of JJK, and she was not happy to find out it wasn't Ghetto.
No.
She did not like that one bit. And I was like, neither do I.
My partner didn't react to that part at all, really.
Seeing the brain and all. Yeah, he's just like,
okay.
It's a thing.
Yep. Okay. He literally said not a word about it.
She was very vocal in her disappointment. She did not like that train. But it's okay, though.
Because we don't either.
I don't either. And I still just, I mean, it wouldn't have worked like in the long run because Ghetto has no affiliation with Sukuna. But I still think that Ghetto makes a more compelling antagonist.
Yeah, but like he could have been in someone else's. No, I guess. No, he really needed Ghetto's technique for the Mahito thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bleh.
Yeah. Bleh. Yeah. But it's okay though, because Sukuna's on top, but the hero Kashimo just jumped into the fray.
Actually, let me go back to the anime for a second. Did it feel like it took forever for Gojo to kill all those people?
Well, it even says 299 seconds.
I know, but it felt like 299 seconds. Like, I'm just sitting here watching it for like 3 whole minutes.
I saw a clip of that on shorts. I thought he was running on all fours for a second. You see, where's the anime? I
feel my partner's eyes rolling at how much the narrator was glazing Gojo in that scene. I could feel it. Like, I wasn't looking at him, but I could just feel the energy coming off of him.
You guys just hate any kind of exposition that exists ever.
I mean, I'm watching him kill all these transfigured humans. I don't need the narrator to give me 3 minutes of exposition on how fast it was and how impressive and why he couldn't target the special grades. I just find exposition very tedious when it should be shown. Show, don't tell. Just like this recent chapter, I don't like being talked about how much you figured out a way to get through Limitless when I didn't get to see you get through Limitless at all.
Oh, domain for amplification he did in the beginning that one time.
That also, I could feel his eyes rolling back into his skull.
But, again, there's certain things, like if he's punching someone, take whatever anime. We'll just take that instance, for instance, the fucking Sukuna, the first time he made contact with Gojo. Yeah. And then it explains how he used domain amplification to do that. And the narrator explaining that he used domain amplification.
But then I also get 4 pages of 8 different people all explaining how possible or impossible it is.
See, because I can stand behind you that in JJK...
They do it too much.
They do it a lot. But anytime there's exposition lately in anything, you guys have...
Both of these have been JJK examples.
Yes, but I'm saying in general, because the exposition, just in general, the word
exposition is different than dialogue. You didn't hear us talking like, oh man, these Vinland Saga conversations go too long.
Okay, so you would rather it be if it was a character speaking about it instead of a narrator.
Not really, because then again, the 4 pages straight of the peanut gallery talking about the power system all just sounds like Gege.
All
It
right,
has
so
no character to it.
here's a good example then. Have you, because I know you watched season 1, but have you watched anything of season 2 of Bleach?
Oh, Thousand Year Blood War.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm like season 2 of Bleach. You mean the Soul Society arc?
No, Thousand Year Blood War.
No, I haven't.
Okay, so because Bleach does that a lot too, because there's a lot of new powers in it. So it's the whole shonen trope of I explain my power after I use it.
Especially for Bleach, and even sometimes for JJK, when you're bringing in a new power, that's fine. You need to explain a new power, but he's like literally doing the Nen thing of dropping like his whole fan fiction of how his powers work in general.
Yeah.
But again, it hits that extra line though when you have like 8 different characters reacting generically to these things happening that you had to explain to me in the first place. So now they're also conjecturing on what's possible or impossible. So now I'm getting false flags too thrown in my narration.
You know what it is for me then in this case is because I watch so much shit anime, like just the weekly shit. You know what I mean? So like the fucking, not that I watch it, but like the isekai as a vending machine shit type stuff. Didn't watch that.
Oh, that's probably a shitload of fucking expositing.
Yeah, but because I watch stuff like that, that's just such like mid or mediocre, low tier animes that when anything happens in a good anime, I'm just like, this is good.
Fair, fair.
So, but
because this isn't a problem we have with everything. Like, I don't think Trojan X has exposited at me too much. Chainsaw Man never does.
Chainsaw Man.
I actually don't even. Does Chainsaw Man have a narrator? I don't think it does.
I've never seen it. I mean, there might be something that like the square bubbles just
I don't even
think
think
this
though.
happened or something. No.
I think anytime there's stuff like that, it's usually like the news playing even. Or something like that.
That's a good question.
I mean, I swear, not everyone does this.
But, I mean, you're going to get plenty of exposition next chapter when Kashimo activates the greatest
curse technique of all time. Low diff Sukuna for real, for real.
Well, I mean, he was the strongest of his era,
Actually,
so it's the battle of the strongest. So.
I've seen the copium weather away. I've seen the Kashimo fans be like, well, of course he's going to lose, but he's going to do a really good job before he does. Sure, guys. Sure.
I mean, have you seen Sukuna's face?
Again, he just had like full orgasm fighting Gojo, and you're gonna run in there now?
Sukuna even said, he's like, "Yeah, just give me a break, would you?"
Yeah, he's like, you better live up to this shit right here, or I'm gonna be angry.
Gojo did a number on him, though. Sukuna.
Yeah, he looked fucked up. But then again, also orgasmic because he's like smiling and shit, all happy.
Well, Kashimo's going to use the technique, and then he's going to get cleaved in half. And then Yuta or Yuji's going to come in and finish Sukuna. That's my theory. That's been my theory since the beginning. I always thought that Gojo would do enough damage to him, and either Sukuna would win in the end, or that Kenjaku, like some kind of trick or something, to beat Gojo, which basically is what happened. Fucking Sukuna was done. Gojo lands in front of him and been like, yo.
You know what else I realized the other day, actually? They are in a prime position to react to Sukuna because we can teleport things. So they can respond. It just hit me one day. I'm just like, ooey, teleports. Like just going throughout my normal day.
Well, also speaking of the anime, because...
Oh, thank God we're going back to the anime because I want to go back to the anime also.
We're going to jump back and forth quick here because there's still the good parts of the anime we haven't talked about this episode, but about our boy Yuta showing up real quick.
I was so happy. I had to point out to my partner, I was like, that's Yuta. Look at Yuta right now. And he was even like, yeah, he looks good. He looks good with the slick hair. I'm like, good. I'm glad you agree.
Because Kenjaku even says it in that moment that
Yuta ate shit moment.
Yeah, that Yuta can't replace you or whatever, because Gojo's like, yo, you forget who beat the fuck out of that body.
Yuta,
but I'm sitting here being like,
what you see in him.
But I'm like sitting here like, Yuta has more cursed energy than Gojo does. Mm-hmm. It's just that Gojo has better control over it because of the 6 eyes. But again, couldn't Yuta just copy Limitless?
Actually, there was a lot of people saying that would be Do you remember the line where they said Yuta is their insurance?
Yeah.
They said that recently in the manga. A lot of people took that as he grabbed Limitless. I don't know if that's true, but if the condition is just to have Rika eat part of like the person, you can just grab some Gojo hair and just shove that in her mouth, or even like a finger.
I was just gonna say, or just the last Sukuna finger, and now Rika. Just imagine Rika throwing cleaves out and dismantles.
I put a lot of stock in Yuta. I mean, he's my favorite character, though.
That's okay.
By far. But back to the anime.
Back to the anime, yes.
When the fucking exposition isn't even enough to tell you everything about it. Because in the middle of the fight, Jogo even goes, "Be careful! You gotta switch, like, back on your domain amplification instead of use your technique." I'm like, the exposition didn't even explain that they can't use their technique at the same time. Like, it wasn't even enough, and it's taking half my episode.
I loved the, like, what you were saying, yes, about the techniques, but I love how the Nanami death went. Hanami, yes, sorry. The Hanami got, Gojo just walked,
He looked so good, the smile on his face.
Walked her into the wall, and then just, like, because it's just so good.
It was
and
really
Jogo
good.
just sitting there, helpless.
Oh.
Fucking poor Jogo. And then Jogo, what he wants to do later in this arc. It's like, bro, how did you think that was going to go for you?
I'm so excited for more. Just more.
Well, because next week will probably be maybe not slower episode, because next episode is going to be where Yuji finds out that they're frozen. Mei runs away.
Okay, we're going to get a whole lot of Mekamaru talking into Yuji's ear.
Yeah.
That's what my partner hated. If there was a part of the episode my partner hated, it was seeing the Mekamaru piece on fucking Yuji's ear. It's like, isn't that fucker dead?
I forgot how that even gets on his ear.
It just finds its way there.
To Yuji
Yeah,
specifically.
it travels there. And plops on.
Yeah. Kind of plot convenient.
Very plot convenient. That part I could understand being upset by.
Yeah, me too. Especially because you spent that whole episode and a half of him trying to get word out to everyone.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you get that same word out before the Shibuya incident? Because it was like a 2-month gap between when
it's a tiny
Mekamaru
little
dies.
earpiece. How fast is it supposed to move?
And then seek out. Why would it seek out
Yuji?
Yeah.
I hate it. It literally exists just so Yuji knows what the plan was for the curses.
Yes. Just for him to run outside, jump into the air, and scream very loudly that Gojo got sealed. And then, just for me, the next, like...
Anime spoilers coming.
I'm trying to sit here and, like, remember...
I went through the same existential crisis the other day, and you know what? I do remember. It's going to be Yuji versus Choso next. After
okay, that's what I was going to say. This is when is the bathroom fight scene happening? Because that's
next. Then Yuji collapses in the hallway. That's where they feed him the fingers. Sukuna take over. Sukuna fight Maharaga. Takes out a whole block. Yuji comes back from that, like, state of mind, is with Megumi. Then they fight Inverted Guy together. And I think I feel like
a lot more other shit happens though while Yuji's out and Sukuna's in control though.
Yes, because also that's where the meteor thing happens with Jogo too, because it's the only time it could happen.
True.
And that's where Inumaki loses an arm. Panda's there. I don't know if Megumi's there. He has to be at some point because then Maharaga's after. And Sukuna fights Maharaga. They fight Inverted together, but then they must split up because Megumi ends up in the Dagon fight with Maki, Zenin family head guy, Nanami.
Just for their asses to be saved by Toji, yeah.
And then eventually that will lead Yuji with Nobara to fight, Yuji to fight Mahito, and Nobara gets roped in from somewhere else.
And Nanami and everyone else, and then Toji, or Todo, rather. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Because I also had that, like, a crisis. I'm like, what even leads into what?
Because the new season's starting up soon, because Mushoku Tensei had their finale yesterday.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of titles that were coming out. I meant to send you some of the worst titles I found. I hope I didn't delete those pictures.
Bleach ends this weekend. They're having a 1 hour finale.
Oh, I did delete those pictures, damn it. Saw some really awful looking titles.
There's actually a few because that I just forgot about. So next season, Spy Family comes back.
October 7th. 2 weeks.
So Spy Family. Fuck, what's the other big one? JJK is still continuing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like drawing a
I
blank.
didn't see many big names in the list. I don't
There was
remember.
like one other one I felt besides Spy Family and JJK. Whatever. And then I'm very interested in I don't know how to say it, Finora or something like that. Figurin, yeah. That the manga gets very high praise.
Yeah, I see a lot of people like it.
I know like the basic synopsis already because I've seen it mentioned in manga videos numerous times. And then Eminence and Shadow comes as well. And some other ones I forget.
I feel like that just Eminence and Shadow just loves to put out more content.
Yes. Because
I don't feel like the sun ever sets on Eminence and Shadow.
Well, I mean, they had their 2 core at the beginning of the year. They skipped 2 seasons, I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, here's something. Fall 2023. What we got here? Oh god, the Demon Sword Master of Excalibur Academy.
Ugh.
Gross. The daughter left the nest and returned an S-rank adventurer.
That was one of the ones I screen capped.
Freyren. Nice. Fully Cooley.
Oh, it's already out. I saw there's episodes out on HBO Max.
Well, September 30th says here. And then Ragna Crimson, Firefighter, something. Oh, Berserk of Gluttony I'm interested in because I've been seeing screenshots of that for a while, but we'll see. I think it's just more Isekai stuff. I don't think
Such a bad sounding name.
Hey,
something about it.
It's better than fucking, this thing, a playthrough of a certain dude's VR MMO
Oh, yeah, that's
life.
definitely another one I screen capped. But I hate that sentence. Berserk of Gluttony.
Yes, I know.
Is that even grammatically correct in any way?
Not. Family
Isn't berserk like an adjective? Like, don't you describe things as berserk?
I would assume so. And then gluttony is a state of being.
Maybe that's the name of like warriors in their world. I'm guessing if they're using it as a noun, like I am a berserk.
Oh, the Rise of the Shield Hero season 3.
Something's rising, and it's not the shield. Oh,
Undead Unluck. That's it. And Goblin Slayer season 2. So yeah, there's actually quite a bit that I'll be watching. Spy Family.
There's one thing I'll be watching.
Spy Family.
Spy Family.
And then November 4th. Attack on Titan, the final season.
When you start off with I was like, Schindler's List.
No, I was going to say Shingeki no Kyojin, but I was like, whatever, just say.
American. Gosh darn it.
Dr. Stone was coming back as well.
I still haven't started season 3.
Oh god, that 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
Why do you need 4 reallys?
I think it's 5. It is 5.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness.
There's the third one I screen capped. Thank you, sir.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I will watch Freyren, Berserk of Gluttony, Spy Family, Undead Unlock, Goblin Slayer, Eminence and Shadow, and maybe maybe Rise of the Shield Hero. Because Season 2 was a fucking drag. Season 1, really good, Rise of the Hero. Season 2, I dropped that shit after 3 episodes, and a lot of people did the Magic Tortoise arc or whatever it is.
It didn't have the revenge plotline to keep the juice going anymore.
Yeah, because that finishes at the end of Season 1. But it was a slog fest, and people say it too, that they kind of expected that because that arc isn't very entertaining, or there's not much going on. But fans have said Season 3 kind of picks back up again, and I've seen reviewers say that, okay, maybe it'll be what rejuvenates it to get it flowing again, but they're like, we're going to have to see because Season 2 is really bad, and I just didn't even watch
the falling of the Shield Hero.
Yeah, the falling of the Shield Hero. Just
Boruto.
But back to manga.
Boruto.
Definitely not Boruto. Fucking Chainsaw Man cutting the dick off of my payoff.
Yes.
It's like, finally payoff with the Chainsaw Man church. They're gonna do
not
something.
Not that we minded.
Not that I minded, because
getting hyped. The whole
Quan Xi
fandom lit ablaze in unity.
Because
there's no one going, that's whack. No.
No, because a character that finally does stuff is here. So it's like, because it's like,
and
look,
no diff to all of the unlikable people.
Because you gotta think, like, too, because, like, why was Chainsaw Man going nowhere? Because you got Denji, right? Denji just mopes around picking up cigarette butts off the ground to fucking resell them or re-roll
now
them.
Now can't even turn into Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. You got Nayata that just wants to go to school, right? Yep. You got Asa that has an existential crisis with everything she comes across in life. Then you got fucking
we needed a cold-ass motherfucker back.
You got Yoshida that just pretends he knows what he's...
a cold-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, pretends he knows what he's doing until he's actually doing anything, and he just fucks it all up. Always fails at everything. Then you got the fangirl that just wants to suck Denji's dick, even though Denji's technically responsible for the murder of her parents. Then you got the fucking Chainsaw Man church, though, we're actually trying to do something. And then Quan Xi just comes in and is like, listen, all of you guys been sitting on your thumbs this whole time. I'm just going to come in and just one-shot everybody.
Got them. How disrespectful.
Yeah.
You didn't get them. You murdered them.
I
got
hope so.
them.
Because sometimes,
they're going to be back. They're the weapon hybrids. So.
Yeah, no. Cause,
she's back, so.
Well, yes. First off, how?
Again. I'm saying it. I'm calling it now. Rize's out there somewhere, man.
Yeah, she's in the Chainsaw Man church waiting for Denji to walk into the next room.
Wasn't there. Yeah, get married.
Get married.
I don't want to go kill kids. I'm not along with your plan. I'm just going to wait for Denji to eventually come to his church.
I think that Kishibe is behind Quan Xi showing up. Because Kishibe is the type of person that would gather intel and wait for the prime moment to strike. Mm-hmm. Which was this moment. This was a planned attack by Quan Xi. This wasn't a spur of the moment. You know what I mean? So that's why I think Kishibe is behind it.
And even back in the day, he was the strongest devil hunter in the organization current time, like not including Quan Xi because she wasn't really like a devil hunter anymore. He was the strongest with all of the people that died in the last arc of Chainsaw Man. He definitely would have either retired or got promoted. I wouldn't be surprised if he's leading it, and that's why he has Yoshida on special Denji detail.
Yeah. But actually, no. You know who I have more hope for instead of Rize? Power.
Why?
Because I want Power back in the story.
That's not a
Denji
reason.
Needs... Well, because if all these other fucking weapon hybrids can come back, why can't she come back?
Because she wasn't being controlled by Makima.
She
died against her and said she was dying and will be reborn.
Is that the catalyst to be controlled?
I'm just saying.
Because Quan Xi was thoroughly murdered in her arc.
She was, and brought back with Makima's lineup.
Yes.
I'm just saying, the through line here is that sword, whip, spear, flamethrower, and crossbow Quan Xi were all there on Makima's side that day, being controlled by her.
And you know, it just makes me pissed off too, or not really pissed off, just more the disrespect. because that whole lineup and Makima went up against the Gun Devil. Off-screen that shit, and Makima was the only one to walk away. So you would think that all of them got dead, but then suddenly, nope, they all walked away too.
Well, no, they're also there for the Chainsaw Man fight.
Oh, you're right. In the fucking...
Yeah, actually, I think we swapped lineups. I think the first lineup we saw, where it was Aki, the two people that were going to quit devil hunting, Angel. I think that's the lineup that met the Gun Devil, and she brought the weapon hybrids to the Chainsaw Man fight.
Yeah, okay. So, I was like...
I remember that spot of them like coming down on Chainsaw Man, and he's like, whoa.
Yeah, reread some of part 1.
That's also why I'm sure they went away with horrible, disfiguring wounds, because they fought Chainsaw Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's important to note that they could heal by drinking blood, too, so it's all...
We'll see how it... Yeah, we'll see
I want Reze.
What happens with the death of these fiends for the third time.
A, I want Reze. B, I wonder if Katana Man still wants a piece of Denji.
I think he has severe PTSD of his groin area.
I think he's done with that smoke now.
I would... Again, though, why do these people still want the smoke? It's like you were controlled by Makima. He set you free, but also you got to think you technically lost the fight against him.
And you're worshipping a fake Chainsaw Man when you know the real Chainsaw Man.
Exactly. Every one of those weapons know
who Chainsaw Man is. Especially Quan Xi. I'm so happy Quan Chi's like...
Not with them.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so happy she's back.
I want Rize back so that she can be allied with Denji.
It would make sense for her to be in the church solely because she knows that's a spot Denji might go to eventually. Because it's literally a church for him.
Because she was ready to give it all up for him, and he was ready to give it all up for her. It's the only, like,
even if they can't get that back for some reason, I would love for that interaction at least.
Yeah, because that was the only, like...
Lay it back on the table like, hey, I went there for you. And she's like, hey, I died. Just for real. For
real. I tried, but in the alleyway, literally across the street from you, I was murdered. Because of the field mice.
But God, that Quan Xi moment was just so cold. And remember, Yoshida landed a hit on her. Just saying.
Listen, until Yoshida does something to recoup the negative points that he's been gaining in part 2.
It's funny. It shows all over Twitter too, because like people really throwing that disrespect on Yoshida all the time. Like someone brought up, like, is this the same man that landed a hit on Quan Xi? And so it was like, yeah, it's probably because Quan Xi, Yoshida reminded Quan Xi of like a young Kishibe, so she hesitated. I had to go in there and defend my boy. I'm like, he's the only one that saw Denji in the air. He may be multitudes weaker than Quan Xi, but he definitely has some sort of like foresight or insight.
Or spatial awareness.
Yeah.
Something.
But he's definitely weaker. I will never argue he's stronger than Quan Xi. The one that dashed through an army and up like 3 flights of stairs, broke her swords, murdering all of them.
Kishibe asked her help to murder Makima, not Yoshida.
Yep. Though I do like he talked openly about Makima to Yoshida.
Yeah.
God, I just need a Yoshida pop off. My boy hasn't been the same since he took off the white jacket.
Put on the school uniform.
Oh, dork Shida.
Just fail Shida. I want Kishibe.
I also want Kishibe. I just want to see
and Rize. I want the people in the shadows to come forth.
I want the plot to surface now because I don't know where the plot's going again.
Nope. I thought I had an idea somewhere. Like, oh, they're going to try and do this whole thing.
Chainsaw Man's going to have to make a hard decision.
What were they really kind of trying to do, though?
They just murder people.
Yeah, but for what end? How would that serve them? Because it's like Were they
I
trying
found that
to
conversation really weird, by the way. The one in the Family Burger, I also didn't really get where they were going with
Are
that.
they trying to pin the blame on somebody? Because they don't want to pin it on... Or are they going to stage a red flag shit where they do this and then have their fake Saw Man come in and save the day to boost the rev?
That would make sense. Like, because it seemed like Bareem was trying to push Denji to be Chainsaw Man and save the day.
Right.
But at the same time, I bet they had fake Saw Man on backup to take that spot if Denji wouldn't. Though it seemed like they were in it for the murder when they talked at the Family Burger. Because they were talking about how, like, all the... it's a day of worship for the Chainsaw Man Church and shit.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I don't know what they're getting at.
Just a bunch of weirdos, but it's okay. They're dead on the floor.
Yeah.
Quan Xi knows how a weapon hybrid goes, so she's not just going to let... I hope she's not.
I wonder if Bareem's going to jump in for that smoke now. Because they were there. They're like right across like from it.
Who?
Weren't they? Denji, Bareem, and... I gotta learn her name now that she's becoming more likable.
Oh, yeah, the fan
girl.
Yeah.
They were at least in the same like shopping district. I don't know if they're close
yeah,
to
they
the
can't
store.
be too far away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're like in like an outdoor mall or something.
Especially if Bareem wanted to push him to become Chainsaw Man, they had to be there. So I wonder if Bareem's going to jump in on that. He shouldn't, for his own sake. He should if I chose the plot.
How did they got Denji there, right? Or
yeah, Denji I think was already there with.
Well, because if they wanted Denji there, did they choose a specific spot based on his route? Or did they plan to just invite him there and be like, oh yeah, by the way, now that he's here?
Because Bareem rolled up on them talking.
Right, because how did Denji get there? Because is that the spot they chose in advance, or did they choose that because Denji was there? That's my thing, too.
Because it definitely looked like they wanted to target children.
Yeah. And they were right about to, too. They were seconds away, and Quan Xi just sliced them all in half.
That was great, though. That shot of her punching Sword Guy's head off.
Dude, I was so amped. Did you read it that second because you saw my messages?
You said read Chainsaw Man. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta read Chainsaw Man. And I immediately went and read Chainsaw Man.
Glorious.
I was fucking hyped too. The moment I saw it. Got them.
Got him. Just tasseled up. Hog-tied and ready to
too.
go. Yeah.
With like the new eye patch that has like the doily edge to it.
Did she have a ponytail in part one, or was it? I feel like it was more like her hair was just kind of like down. You know what I mean? Because she's got like this long ponytail thing going on right now.
I also find the undershirt or neckerchief very interesting because that's where she got slashed by Makima.
Oh yes. Let's see.
God, she looks so good.
I love how the sword dude is like everyone else gets cut down but him. Right? Oh no, his head gets cut off too, right up because his head's sliding off. Yes, his head's sliding off right there as he's trying to transform. But then he's like, "Why you? I'm gonna get you." Nope, cut your head off again, bitch.
Then she said, "D's nuts, got them."
Oh yeah. And then everyone just runs away screaming.
Perfection.
Roar.
Yeah.
No kid. Yeah, because see, she's talking to someone on a walkie-talkie. Got them. So it's like, who else would it be?
Oh, I hope she goes up to Denji now. And starts
I love how they...
shit.
First off, our people don't talk in... Because it's like the biggest conspiracy theories must be roaming around the Chainsaw Man universe if this is the kind of thing. Because the news says East... department store shooting spree, death toll unclear. Everyone that was there though was like, no, some bitch with the ponytail just came in and started cutting people in half with the sword.
3 victims. We got you.
Public security's lying to us, man. It wasn't a school shooting. Some crazy lady with
2 katanas.
2 katanas. And then this guy talking about self-deletion.
Oh, yeah. I
Right,
actually
founder.
completely forgot about that part.
But Chainsaw Man doing hype things again. Yay! I'm just hoping next week, well, tomorrow, not next week, tomorrow, Kishibe just rolls up on my screen.
Hey, Denji. I would even just take confirmation that he's around right now. Like, if Quan Xi rolls up and Denji's like, who are you just talking on the walkie-talkie? And she's like, oh, Kishibe. That'll be enough to get my nips ready. Like, I'll be
just
engaged.
Confirmation that he's still actively involved in the story somehow. There's some way. But I'm ready for it.
I'm ready too.
Bring it! Kishibe glory. Oop. So, have you been botchering your Kagura?
Have I been Kagura my botchies? Yes, I have. I'm up to date.
I'm not.
On the greatest Shonen Jump series to ever come out.
Some people would say that.
Some people would say that. They aren't me.
I mean, the end of chapter 1, because I only read chapter 1, was cool with, you know, the 180 twist that his sword is magical, which was cool. And he's got, like, edginess to him. He's got the 2 katanas.
I was going to say, don't get me wrong. I do really like it, actually. I think it's good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, but
I wouldn't go making 3 billion memes about it or changing my profile pic to it, but
yeah, people go a little crazy.
that fucking picture on that McDonald's post of the whole family as the Kagurabachis.
I don't think I saw that one.
I sent it to you.
Did you?
I did.
Did I maybe just not look at it? Hold on, we're gonna see this. Da, da, da. Oh, this one
No,
here?
even earlier than that. God, I sent a lot of Kagurabachi memes to you.
Yeah, apparently. Holy shit.
There it is.
Oh, this one. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't think I looked. Is it?
Yeah, that's the McDonald's ad.
Yeah, I did reply to it. Yeah, yeah.
And then
There's literally a McDonald's ad for it?
Yeah. No, it was a McDonald's ad just for McDonald's. And that's what they did to it.
I see now.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're all Kagurabachi.
Everyone is Kagurabachi, I guess.
Yeah, though, it is good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. We'll see where it goes. And, I mean, you've seen season 2. I mean, season 2.
Season 2 of Kagurabachi.
Peak. You've read chapter 2.
I do love that a voice actor even went on and fucking voice acted like a little manga thing of it.
Jesus.
So crazy it's
people,
got.
calm down. It's okay.
It's exploding. Good for him, though, man.
Wait, is this... No! Stop giving me spoilers, people.
Oh, did you actually look at that Zom 100 post you just scrolled by?
No.
Because it's not good news.
Until next notice, I'm 100 Bucket List of the Dead is definitely in hiatus.
Fun fact I learned on Twitter under that same post, actually, is that the animators used to do stuff for Pokemon and left because they hated working there. And the building Akira used to work at is modeled after the building that they used to work at for Pokemon.
That's so unfortunate. I mean, it already had like 2 delays anyways. It's the same people that made fucking the Nier anime with all of their fucking bullshit delays too. Was it A1 Productions? No, someone posted the whole chapter, the newest chapter of fucking One Punch Man on Facebook. It's not even. Yeah. Let's see. What studio? What?
Funny enough, I just watched another episode of that too.
Of what? Psalm 100?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. At first, my partner was like, "Oh no, it's zombies," but no, we're liking it.
Yeah, it's pretty great. What studio animated Psalm 100? Bug Films? Directed by this I don't even know who the fuck Bug Films is.
Yeah, it sounded like that was like a self-made studio. If that post was actually true, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. See if they have... Ooh. Yeah, they don't even have a wiki page. See, just written in black. I can't click on it to go to their thing to see.
Gotta say, hats off to them, though. It's incredible work.
It is. It's unfortunate that they're... on hiatus. Big sad. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, hopefully they get back at it when they can.
Yep. What else?
Makes you sad Gokuraku guy doesn't have a countdown right now. Just saying.
Still.
Yeah. I checked when we started.
I really hope that doesn't get canceled because...
Yeah, you say it all the time.
Oh, I'm scared. Because I haven't got hit with one yet where I was enjoying one that got canceled. I'm sorry to bring up sore moments for you, but...
It's okay.
Please not go... Please, people, go read Goku
It's happened to a
Rokugai.
couple times to me now to think about it.
Read Goku Rokugai.
Ginkan Gluna, Ayashimon. Because Ayashimon was the Hell's Paradise writer. Well, I mean, artist. All of it. Mangaka.
Mm-hmm.
So it better not happen to Martial Master Asumi now. Tic-tac-toe 3 in a row.
Brutal.
That'd be so sad.
It's just a fucking cutthroat industry, man, with shonen.
Yeah. But I can see why, too, because I don't think Do Retry had any legs.
But then how about this, though? Because, like, Shonen Jump publishes it, but the author is the one that writes it. Do they sign their rights away so that if Shonen Jump cancels it, could they go to another magazine and try and publish it?
I have no clue, because I never heard that happening, at least.
Neither have I.
So I feel like they couldn't, but...
Because, like, there's been studios that reject certain...
That makes me unhappy, sorry.
Certain, what do you call it? Certain stories. But...
Why does there always have to be audience insert characters in these games? Sorry.
Like, Oyasumi Poon Poon got denied by like 2 or 3 studios because it's so realistic and so like slow burn.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I mean, look how much success that got.
Yeah, and that wasn't his first work either.
I'm pretty sure Attack on Titan got rejected first before they went to was it Kodansha?
Yes.
And
sorry, Inio Asano came up, so I actually have Inio Asano news.
Oh.
Yes, his newest manga got picked up for an anime.
What's his newest manga?
Dead Demons DDDD Destruction.
I've heard of that, actually. I've heard
me.
that. Yeah, I've heard that title before. Why the title, bro?
Looks like, honestly, it looks like Dandadan. I know it has to do with like aliens.
Can we just go to like one word titles? Like Naruto.
Berserk.
And Bleach.
Vagabond.
Berserk. Yes. Dandadan.
I'll even get Promised Neverland. You can have 2 words.
Yeah. One Piece. Fucking Black Lagoon. Death
So
Note.
catchy.
Just
Ooh.
Full Metal
roll
Alchemist.
Off the tongue.
They're just 2 words. 3 max. And I'm not even counting like darker than black or whatever.
Yeah, Mars of Destruction, though that's an awful title.
Yeah. Terran Resonance.
Also not the best title, but it was catchy. It was catchy enough to pull me in.
It's better than putting the synopsis in your fucking title.
It's better than I'm thinking of that 2-hit skill mother one. I don't know the words.
There's one.
I can't even remember them because they're so fucking long.
How do you like your mom and her 2-hit KO skill or something
That's
like that?
the one.
And then there's one that's literally that whole thing, but it's sister instead. And same thing. This sister's got this strange fucking.
Why is fan fiction getting animes?
Well, not only that, it's the weird incest shit too. It's like,
why is fan fiction getting animes? Because weird incest shit is really right in that ballpark of fan fiction.
yeah, and listen, the only people that write weird incest shit are fucking only childs. I'm telling you, there's no way you have a sibling and think
I don't know.
unless you're from Alabama, and these people ain't from Alabama.
Well, I mean, Japan's a whole lot of virgins. Declining birth rates don't lie.
There's the south of every country.
There's a reason this is getting bought up there a lot. Let's just say.
I guess so. Yeah, it's true.
Because the fantasy appeals more than reality.
Well,
so maybe they are all only child also, but I also think some of them aren't. But they also aren't attracted to their sister. That's why they need an anime version of their sister to fantasize about. Not to get too psychological with it there.
Yeah.
They need a proxy sister because they can't be attracted to their sister.
Because their sister thinks they're gross.
Because their sister won't date you, bro.
Fucking weirdos, man.
But again, I don't even think they're fantasizing about their actual sister. They're making a fantasy version of their sister that is attractive to them. Because they're always like blonde. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Your sister isn't blonde, blue-eyed.
Oh,
I was
there's
thinking like Orimo specifically came to mind.
Sorry, I'm trying. I'm having a brain fart right now because I'm thinking I might be conflating two animes with Zom 100 and something. Because Zom 100, the blonde that's in there,
I haven't
you've seen her.
blonde yet.
Well, you've seen her
In the opening.
Yeah, she's not an Asian person with blonde hair. She's German.
Thank God there's a reason.
See?
Thank God.
Yeah.
I love that. Perfect.
There's actually, I saw a short of it, I guess. I don't know when it's coming out, but it's just like, because sometimes, I mean, I'm not against watching romance anime. I'll watch the occasional one.
Yeah.
It's got to be good. It's got to have a good story, but like the premise of this one just sounds like it's like going to be hilarious because it's a Russian girl that moved to Japan.
Oh boy.
And she can't verbally speak her feelings to her crush, so she says them out loud in Russian to him. But she doesn't know that he speaks Russian.
Oh, wow. I like that.
So I'm like, oh, that's a cool dynamic to see how it goes. But then always things like that, right? They'll stretch it out to the highest of heavens. Be like, you're really going to make this go 12 episodes before the dude says that he speaks Russian?
That's mean. He's mean. That's rude.
Yeah.
It's a rude thing to do.
Or the whole length of the manga or whatever, because I think it's based off of.
I don't like him just off that premise.
Exactly. How long are you gonna go with this? I don't speak.
I wouldn't
Russian,
date a guy that was lying about understanding me for that long.
Right.
I'm new to this country, and you could have really helped me.
Well, she speaks Japanese too, but
okay.
She's just too nervous to tell him how she feels. So instead, she.
That's still rude, though. That's still super rude. I would have told her the first time, be like, "Hey, I understand Russian."
I speak your language, comrade.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean you like me?
Let me grow certain balls.
Ooh, what a good place for this game to start.
Oh shit!
I knew exactly where it was off of one shack.
Anime titles, man. Bring them back.
Bring it back. Code Geass. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Still 100% catchier.
I mean, in context, it makes sense.
It makes sense, yeah.
Powers,
but out of context, it makes zero sense.
0 sense. Bleach makes 0 sense.
Bleach makes 0 sense.
I know why it's called Bleach, but in context of the story...
Especially the anime. You wouldn't tell from the anime. You might be able to piece it together from reading the manga.
No. It's because it's a Nirvana album or song, and the Kubo likes Nirvana. So
it also like kind of fits with the whole like white on black style Kubo goes for.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is also slightly an excuse not to put backgrounds, but...
Well,
let sleeping dogs fly.
His excuse, because the way Kubo draws it, he likes his characters being in the forefront and believes that having the background would pull away from that. So he does do backgrounds sometimes, but most of the time, if it's like a fight or something, it's most likely just the people. You know what I mean? Just with white backgrounds. There's a lot
which
of
works
that.
for him too. Yeah.
It's just his style, I guess.
It's also conveniently easier to do.
Yes. 100%.
But to be fair, he was also really suffering by the end. So far be it for me to say, hey, do more work. Especially since a lot of editors do most of the background work in a lot of mangas. Yeah. Fujimoto's editors like do a lot of the buildings and stuff. Which, thank God, because they come out looking so good.
It makes me wonder what One Piece editors do, because Oda's like notorious for not letting anyone draw anything for him. So I'm like, so what do they do? Just make sure that you get in all of your facts straight with things that you read since
point out like, hey,
700
is this
chapters
how you wanted to draw that part?
Yeah, or like I would assume that someone, God, especially in One Piece or other long running shows, Kishimoto probably could have done with this, but having someone on board that just like fact checks them before the chapter goes out, be like, I
have your lore book, sir. I know.
This thing you referenced from 500 chapters ago actually wasn't like that. It was actually like this. You know what I mean?
An outside view.
Because like I would think this, like Oda would know One Piece in and out, right? But even he's got to make mistakes with it being coming up on 1,100 chapters deep. And if you reference something that happened in chapter 400 or 300, it's fucking 15 years ago. You're asking me to remember that shit. But did you finish the live action?
No.
One Piece yet?
No.
Damn.
I actually don't think we've watched it anymore since the last time we talked.
Well, I mean, you only have the last, 2 episodes or something? 2 or 3 episodes?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you said you finished the Barate?
Yes, because Nami left.
Well, yeah, then you got, I think, 2 episodes left, yeah. Dandadan was kind of a slow chapter, but...
I dug it.
It was good.
That Momo Ken action.
Yes, and you, like, these
Inching
two...
closer.
They just need to have the conversation. They just need to talk. But when I opened it to read it from last week or whatever, it was just on this panel of fucking Gigi and Momo just kind of acting like fools.
I love it.
In the last chapter, I was like, this is the stuff that makes me love Dandadan. They're just fucking goofballs.
I'll tell you, Super Eye Patch Wolf mentioned it, that one of the best parts is like all the dinner scenes as more and more people join their little party.
Yes. It's just good stuff. And I'm here for it because Dandadan is peak. Go read Dandadan.
Go read Dandadan.
Put Dandadan on the app. For one, so it's more convenient for me to read. And 2, so that its popularity can spread, because it's so unfortunate that I see like nobody talking about it like ever.
I see little bits. On Twitter.
I'm never on Twitter, but
I also follow someone specifically that like stands Dandadan. It's in his goddamn name.
I like that person.
Always got good takes. I'm pretty sure they're on my side of the Yuta army too, so. Actually, I'm super sure they're on my side of the Yuta army.
What's that?
Yuta stands.
Oh, yeah. It's so true though. When Gojo ripped Jogo's arm off, POV of Jogo just looking at fucking Gojo's ass.
That's why you're stunned. Sanjome. Oh, that's so good. Professor Sanjome. Sanjome.
Saint Germain.
Sanjome. Nice. It's like it's the first word he learned in English.
Yeah, this guy's like beyond suspicious.
I'm so happy Momo picked up on it immediately.
She's like,
it didn't even really drop it either.
She's like, I don't know who you are. Who are you? We're just gonna ignore this? I'm still curious on who you are. Fucking
so sketch.
Yes. Well, I mean, he would be sketch even if we didn't have our background information from the previous chapter.
Yeah, he'd be sketch all on his own.
Yes, he's just. So there's a new series that came out.
Yeah.
2 on Ice, and I was like, oh, what's this?
It's Yuri on Ice at home.
Yes, but I clicked on it. I was like, oh, let's see what the synopsis is. And as soon as it got to the third word of figure skater, I was like, oh, well, I'm out. Not the target audience for that one.
I love Yuri on Ice, but I don't need Yuri on Ice again from a different author.
Yeah.
Unless they canonize the relationship this time instead of being poses.
Well, is it in the manga canonized, or is it?
No, I actually watched a whole video about why it's probably not canonized. There's still like a bit of stigma, and the person wanted to avoid it and leave it a little ambiguous, even though it's really fucking not. I think that's the pointless part. Is it's still very clearly gay.
Is it just because it was a popular yaoi? Because there's plenty of yaoi. Well, I will say though, modern anime fans are just not down with Yuri and yaoi.
No, they're very homophobic.
And
they're very against shippers too. I see it on Twitter all the time. They hate shipping. It's like all these shonen meatheads.
Yeah,
caring about how other people ingest a story.
I blame the Koof.
I don't know.
Because the big bad Koof is what put everyone inside and then made anime mainstream, because that's when they had nothing else to do. Yeah. So a lot of people start watching anime, and now we have a huge influx of new people that didn't go through the trials and turbulations.
I also think it's a lot of kids too, partly.
Probably, yeah. That just don't
puffing out their chest,
care about that shit. Because I didn't care. Like, listen, when I was in high school and middle school, you think I was watching romance anime or shipping anybody? No. I cared who had the bigger fucking dick.
Energy attack.
Yeah. Who's got the biggest big dick energy attack.
Who's winning this beam struggle?
But even back in the day, with older school things, yaoi had its own group, Yuri had their own group, and then the shonen shipping and everything, but nobody shit on anyone else for their own things.
It's the internet, man. That's the problem.
Well, even back in the internet, like old school forums and like early
but that's the thing too. Media. It's before all the algorithms would throw you everyone's opinions like directly into your face.
True.
You have to open a forum. You know what I mean? You see that first line being like, "Oh my god, it's too old.
Have the same
Baku X Deku."
They have the same opinion of me. Let me click on this. If they don't have the same opinion, let me scroll past this.
You don't have to see the actual opinion. Or all the people that support it. I just think it's just a big load of immaturity. Anyone giving a shit about how someone else is interacting with the story.
True. Very fucking true. But even still on that same front, though, I do think... I don't say I think, I just know there's more Yuri content than there is yaoi content out there.
Yeah, because it appeals to a wider range of people.
Other than on 2mix. If you know, you know.
I don't, so.
They have like one singular Yuri and then like 18 million yaoi. And I'm like, oh.
Brutal.
Okay then. But hopefully soonish. I don't know, because I'm in Act 3 now, Baldurs Gate, and I was telling you because we've talked before about people saying that like Act 1's the best, Act 2 slightly less, and Act 3 is slightly less than Act 2. I'm sitting here like I think the game's just been getting better as it goes. And like I said earlier, I turn around every corner and there's a new quest for me to do. But that's actually also kind of screwing with me. Because the one downside to Baldur's Gate, I will say, or the one downside to the freedom that games like Baldur's Gate gives you with quests, is you can so easily skip steps by accident.
Yep.
Because there's an intent, like you get a quest, right? Say, investigate this murder or whatever. Okay? And you're like, okay, whatever, I'll investigate the murder. You do some base stuff in the area. I did some base stuff in the area to investigate or whatever. And then I was like, okay, there's no marker. So I got to figure it out myself based on the clues, whatever. I was like, I'll come back to this. Then I had another quest for something semi-related to story, but not a storyline quest. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'll push that to a side right now, too, because I don't want to do that right now. I want to just go around and do these random side quest things. Well, I stumbled on my exploration. I stumbled upon
murder evidence.
No, the story-related one. I stumbled upon that, and that was like 3 further steps in the murder one. So it caught the quest up to that, and then I'm like, but then also that one, that story-related quest, because I brute forced my way into the building I'm in, I skipped a few steps of that quest as well. So it's like, fuck. I'm skipping steps that I would have rather have gone through. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that's not the game's fault. That's kind of my fault of just kind of like running out there. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just like, damn, whatever.
It's a consequence.
It's a consequence of the freedom. But because I'm in Act 3, I still have so many open quests, though, that are all in Baldur's Gate, and I'm just like, so much. And I say I'm close, right? But this is the charm, I guess you could say, or maybe the lure of Baldur's Gate. You can spend 3 hours of playing Baldur's Gate and get absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, you literally just talk to a bunch of
people. Yep. Or I did that fireworks shop I told you about yesterday. Yeah. Because I did it 3 times.
It's me.
It took me an hour to do it, and it's really, I just cleared out a building.
I spent so much time at the Goblin Camp redoing combats. And then that whole, hour or two of figuring out how to not have Gale kill Scratch with his necrotic aura at the Tiefling party.
I've been playing Gale with Gale on my party this run-through, just because Magic Missile is infinitely better than Eldritch Blast.
And Sleep is so good too, man. Sleep is so
well, they can both get it. Will can get Sleep too.
Okay, good.
But because you kind of want a mage type class.
Yeah.
Because you want that area of effect. A range, well, not that I know of. I've played one ranger for all 15 minutes and was like, okay, she's back off my party. But I don't know if ranger has some big AoE damage and stuff, do they?
No, I mean, some of the spells maybe, because they do get some spells.
Cleric does as well. They get access to some of them. They get the fire fall or whatever it is, which is more damage than fireball anyway. But you kind of want cleric to have their spell slots to heal, the higher ones.
I hate using Shadowheart spell slots.
I use her 1 and 2s because I'm at the point where if you're healing me for a level 1 heal spell, it's nothing. Their next attack is going to do twice the amount you just healed me.
In level 1, other than inflict wounds, is just really strong.
It is, and I surprisingly don't have it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Because my wife had it, and I was like, oh, wow, that does that much damage?
Yeah, I think it's 2 to 51 at level 1. It's nasty.
Ridiculous.
I hit for 33 on it. It just feels so good. Because where I am, that's a whole fucking health bar.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I got level 5 spell slots. I have a level 6 spell slot on on Shadowheart because of the mace that I have.
3. But one of my ranger spells that I described to you earlier is really good AoE, though. It turns a huge, massive area into difficult terrain that damages people as they move through it.
Nice.
It's delicious.
Nice.
It really got me through that near combat.
Well,
in
and
Grimforge.
Druid can also get some nasty spells too. Like they get
I'm pretty sure my spells come from the Druid spell list. I just can't get as many as Druid can.
Right. Because I've been switching Gale and Will out because I want Will to be present for story beats involving Will, and I do the same thing with Lae'zel. If I'm gonna go do anything with Githyanki,
why not
involved,
have the Githyanki with me?
I'm taking her with me. Yeah, I missed one just because I didn't know that they were going to be involved in that instance. But I was like, whatever. I'll talk to her about it afterwards.
Just like I knew to switch in Karlak when I found Donan.
I always have Karlak on my party anyway, so
I don't. She's probably my least used party member so far.
But
Lae'zel, actually, I've solidly been using Lae'zel, Shadowheart, and Gale for a while now.
Nice.
Lae'zel's just a beast, just an absolute monster.
I'm a fighter myself, so I don't bring Lae'zel.
Yeah.
Astarion's my least used.
Birds.
100%.
Well, technically, Astarion's my least used too.
Yeah, because you murdered him your first long rest.
Yeah, murdered's a strong word. Last I saw, he was moving.
You murdered him.
He was moving.
You are responsible for his death.
Sounds like whoever killed him is responsible for his death.
He would have been safe with you.
I don't know. I didn't tell the hunter where he was, so I think I washed my hands of it. I could have thrown him under the bus more.
Cazador will find him.
To be honest, I actually didn't tell him where he was because I did the first time. I was like, oh, he's at my camp. Because I saw that as a text option. I'm like, he's not at my camp, though. Why can I say this? So I just wanted to see where it goes. But I reloaded and kept my secrets.
My camp is fucking stacked right now.
Because Gale did not like me throwing pretty much dead Astarion under the bus. He's like, I hope we're not all so easy to backstab. I'm like, bitch, you tried drinking my blood and I tried murdering the man. You all agreed with my decision and now you're going to go back on this. He's not my friend.
There's a funny thing because if you get Astarion last and when he gets you on the ground with the knife to your neck or whatever.
Yeah. Does the whole Power Rangers jump in?
No, but he if you have Gale there, he's like, and you stay back or whatever. And Gale's like, he's totally cool with it or whatever, but he's just like, just so you know, if you use that knife, I will incinerate you. and then Astarion's rebuttal is, not with your friend right here, I don't think so. But I'm like, he just said if you use the knife, which means I won't be here anymore, which means then
you're
will
free
be
to incinerate. Yeah.
Yes. I just like Gale's quips sometimes. So that's why he's around. And like I said, he's better than Will.
He is better than Will.
In combat situations.
In combat. I think Will has infinitely more personality than Gale does.
Yes, and I've given zero shits about anything Gale story revolved.
He had me for a while there, man. And then our date was so lame, and it completely turned me off of Gale.
Let's have a magic butterfly.
Oh, we're feeling each other's feelings. Oh, you're imagining kissing me. That seems so nice. It feels so nice in our mind. Oh, the magic wore off. Good night.
Do you think it's just because you failed that check?
No, because I reloaded and passed my checks.
And he still just says...
Because I failed the check halfway through the spell. There's 3 different checks of the spell. We start the light, and then we bring in the sensations, and then it was sharing each other's mind. So I even got to that point and imagined us making out, and he's even well, actually, the first time I imagined dismembering him because I thought it was a dark urge thing. And he literally goes, "Oh, why would you do that? I'm leaving." I was like, "Oh, I thought it'd murder you, maybe." So I reloaded, and then I imagined making out. And he's like, "Oh, that's perfect. It's wonderful." And we're looking in each other's eyes, and then the spell wears off. Oh, the spell wore off. Oh, I guess that's all the magic for tonight. Good night. And then the next morning, he's even like, "Last night was incredible. We'll definitely have a nice night again." Meanwhile, 2 combats later, Lae'zel runs up to me. "The smell coming off of you is tremendous. The way you fight, I must have you now. I will take you tonight." And I'm like, "Yep, have me, honey." Please. And she did not can do that shit.
She did not disappoint.
No, she didn't go, look at this blade. Look at us in the reflection of this blade. Isn't it wonderful?
No, she lays out just down.
No, I just love how much I rizzed her. I can't get over that. There's dragon blood coursing through you and a dragon's heart. Ooh, I will take you. No. I forgot what he said now, but it was perfect.
I am the dragon.
I will take all of you, and then you can have what's left.
You're in the Shadowlands, so you talked to the dude, the old wizard, about Gale.
Yes, he's
Gale
at my camp, and I haven't talked to him in my camp because he sounds boring. Did I talk to him in my camp? I might have talked to him.
So you didn't have Gale on your party when you talked to him?
I did, but you could still say, go to camp. We'll talk later.
Oh, I just went through the conversation there.
No, because he wanted to bring me to camp, and I'm like, I just had my long rest.
I don't remember going to camp, to be honest with you. I think I got the whole conversation right there and then. Maybe, I don't know, it was a while ago, but he gives Gale a new attack.
Ooh.
It can only be used once.
Oh.
It's a nuke.
Ooh.
I also got Divine Intervention as a skill for level 10 cleric.
Or is that like God helping you?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
And it specifically says on the skill, can you be used once per playthrough?
Damn.
I was like, awesome. I don't know when I'm going to use this, but you bet your ass I'm going to use it. I refuse to be that guy that beats the
Holds
game.
onto it forever.
And I'm holding on
I'm still holding on to my flask that has that can hold people.
I just picked up like 4 bombs that do anywhere from like 30 to 60 damage. I'm like, I have to make sure I use these in fights.
Yeah. I have my ogre horn second use ready and waiting.
I have another bomb that does anywhere between 90 and 150 damage, but that's a quest reward that I need to use to blow something up. And I'm like, I just want to throw this at someone's face. The amount of damage is literally like 90 to 150. I know it's something to 150 damage. It's just like, God damn. I want that. I'm also at the point in my playthrough that I'm like playing like 4 different people. Like the end game, I've like 5 different people. There are 5 people that want something from me revolving the story of the game, and right now I'm trying to play all of them because I don't want any of them to get what they want.
Just like back walking up and playing both sides. That way I never lose.
Because it's just like 2 of them, 100%, I'm murderizing the fuck out of them. The other one, I want to use you for my ends as long as possible and then betray you at the end. And then the other one, same thing. And then the 5th one, I'm like, I'm cool with you. So if you want something, let's do it. And then also Gale, kind of his story is kind of linked to something involving the same thing. But he seems more interested in like learning about it. Other people want to use it. And I'm like, Gale might want to use it too. But you're not gonna. If anyone's gonna use it, I'm gonna use it. Me or nobody. If I can't have it, no one can. That's my stance. But the whole reason I brought Baldur's Gate up in the first place is because I am in Act 3. Who knows how long it's going to take me. Because like I said, I keep finding quests on every corner. So, and I'm already 75 hours into it, I think, in my playthrough right now. So, probably hit 90, to be honest with you, if not more. But when it's over, then I'll have... I don't even know when some of the games are coming out.
Let's say Game of the Year.
Probably. Honestly, dude, what other game is...
Spider-Man's the only one that'd be in contention. I still think it should just be Baldur's Gate.
Well, which ones came out early in the year? Were there any heavy hitters in like January, February that we just forget about? Diablo ain't getting me out.
Tears of the Kingdom's the other big hitter.
Because Asmund is farming videos right now of reacting to Diablo sucking right now.
Oh, everybody is.
He's putting like 2 a day out.
Yeah.
I've watched one of them. I'm like, you've said everything you want to say about how the game is shit right now.
Let's wait for some more news to get some new shitting on it.
Yeah, Starfield ain't getting shit. Spider-Man, like you said, maybe Spider-Man. Armored Core.
I think Scope alone, Baldur's Gate should get it over like Spider-Man. Tears of the Kingdom's going to be a hard opponent.
Like, Discourse alone should give it to it. It's like the amount of people talking about this game right now.
The amount of people that are viewing it. Like, the numbers were insane on player counts, too.
But, like you say, though, Game of the Year is decided by the organizations, and the organizations are the ones sticking up for the other devs, being like, it sets unrealistic expectations.
Well, that's a big sign that should be Game of the Year if the expectations are unrealistic.
Yes. That'd be a huge upset if that...
Again, Tears of the Kingdom, though.
Ragnarok came out this year, too.
God of War?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came out early this year.
No way.
January. I'm like...
No way.
Pretty sure. I mean...
It came out around the same time as Elden Ring. No way.
We're going to find out.
Because they were in contention last year for Game of the Year.
The years meld in to me nowadays. Oh, yeah. It was towards the end, November 9th.
Yeah.
So...
I know, because that was the big fight last year.
2 months off. Yeah, well, Elden Ring got it, all right?
I'm pretty sure it did.
I mean, it's deserving of it.
It definitely is. That's another once-in-a-decade game right there. Built off the back of, like, 5 other games as lessons.
Yes. And it's getting an expansion or huge DLC soon, right?
Yes. If only I wasn't halfway through the game.
If only I didn't have any space on my PS4 to re-download it.
I've actually kept it on my PS5 right now. It stayed there.
Right now on my PS5, I have Baldur's Gate 80 gigabytes. Or close to, I actually don't know the size. Somewhere around 80. Diablo, 85 gigabytes. Final Fantasy 14 is like 50, 60. Smite, same range, 50, 60. Then I have Star Ocean, Kenna Bridge of Spirits, Hogwarts Legacy.
I was going to say there had to be more games on this list because I was about to say I don't have that many more than you downloaded. There's no way. I also have a lot of indies though, so.
And I have somewhere around 30 gigabytes of Capture Gallery. All of which being 14 stuff because my like first clear of raids, I'll save that recorded. So that like 10-minute, so I can look back at any fight and see like the whole fight. I've been doing that for years. So like even my PS4 hard drives, I have a few of those. Like I could go back on those and go all the way back to A Realm Reborn in Heaven's Ward and see recordings of those
T7
times.
clear.
Not those. I don't know. Like Bahamut, definitely.
Phoenix, baby.
Maybe. But T7, I don't know.
T9.
Definitely not. I cleared that on the floor. I was so sad. So sad that I did that. But yeah, so my system's like Smite. I've been playing it for so long, and it just sits there. I haven't played it in so long, but it's like it's been there forever, and I'm like, I could always redownload it again, but I don't know if I'm ready to let go of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, if would make me just delete 3 characters out of it, and I'd be okay. It's those 3 characters playing those because Achilles, King Arthur, and the third one. I threw the third one, and they'd just be like, I don't play Merlin.
Okay. This is my only guess.
It'd be another probably warrior or assassin. Susanoo. Those 3 characters are like my favorite. And then there's others like
I know him from their fighting game.
Yeah. And there's like Thanatos, Thor, any and all warriors because I'm a warrior main. It's just fun playing those characters, but at the same time, it's Smite. I haven't played it in a while. It's very time consuming. It's one of those games that
Dead by Daylight.
It's one of those games that I pop it in like, 3 matches, especially now, like how the I can't speak of now. I don't know if they've changed it in the last couple of patches, but last time I played it, it was not uncommon for a match to last for like 45 minutes. Yeah.
Not like Dead by Daylight.
No. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is absurd. But once Baldur's Gate is completed, put that to the side for a little bit.
And play your second playthrough?
No, I'm going to wait. I'm definitely going to wait. I want to, especially because now my wife is playing too, and she's already playing. She's like playing 2 playthroughs.
Yeah.
Like right now, she's got her like main one where she's a barbarian, and then she's got her Dark Urge. I don't know what class she is for the Dark Urge, to be honest with you. So I've been seeing Act 1 stuff all over the place.
Yeah, so you might as well wait.
Plus, I have my playthrough. I have our co-op that we did, so I did a bunch of that fucking stuff. So I've done a lot of the early game, a lot, and I'm just not looking forward to having to do all of that. Like going around, it takes all 15 minutes, but like going around, getting all the party members, going through the Goblin Camp again, doing the hag,
picking up quests,
picking up all those quests.
It's not doing the quests that sucks. It'll just be picking them all back up again,
and then doing some of them,
and worrying about missing things the whole time too.
Yeah, and then like it's because of the Dark Urge, and I want to fully embrace the tadpoles because this run through I'm doing like a good one. I haven't I haven't put a single tadpole in my head.
I just put one in Lae'zel's head.
I'm surprised she agreed to that.
Oh yeah, that was the hardest checks. Surprisingly, I failed most of the parties, but she was the hardest. She had 2 checks to do it, and I passed both of them.
No.
So, honey, you got Force Tunnel now.
Cause like
it's really good.
Well, cause like that whole like embracing the tadpole stuff and like
scary,
really pushing you becoming an illithid is what that goes to.
Yeah.
And numerous times, like every time it's brought up, like yo,
it's towards you.
Shed your mortal coil and your fragile self. Become this.
I also find that Baldur's Gate doesn't do idle threats. I have tested the game a lot, and a lot of the times that I thought things could get horny, no, they were indeed just as deadly as the game was implying. The Mind Flayer, the Asterion drinking my blood, every single time I'm like, this could get horny. And it did. I died both times. So no, it doesn't do idle threats.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Brutal. But when it's done, I'll have... Because that just consumes my life right now, dude. Consumes. My wife's too. She's like... Because my wife hasn't been playing video games like at all. Even not even 14. I've been playing more of this expansion than she has. She's just burnt out of the game for now.
Then Baldur's Gate 3 comes in. It's like, hi.
She's just been... On her stream, she's been drawing a lot. But then she messed up her wrist. She got like early stage carpal tunnel from drawing all the time, so she got a cortisone shot. So her wrist was like fucked up for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
She couldn't draw. So when Baldur's Gate come out, she's watching me watch it. So it's like the first real video game she's been.
She seems to be loving it.
She is, yeah. So power to her.
The timing, though.
Yeah. And then. Oh, because I'm saying more time to read stuff. Have you read any Berserk yet?
No.
I haven't read any Vagabond yet either.
I've barely done anything this week, to be honest.
Same. I caught up with all of my reading today. Other than...
I read JJK.
I read
pretty
JJK
much immediatally, and then I waited on everything else.
I read JJK and Kaiju yesterday.
Oh, and Wild Strawberry.
That I read yesterday.
I'm glad we wrote back around, because we almost forgot to talk about the Kaiju again.
I mean, yeah, Kaiju's basically... Well, first off, 100% my guy. Passing everybody with the record.
Hell yeah.
First dude to ever do it.
And then pulling a Rono Zoro.
Yeah, 3 sword style. And then tail sword style.
Yeah, that was a
for the
pretty
finish.
dorky way to end the fight.
A little bit, but it's exactly what they were saying. Something completely unexpected.
Yeah. It worked.
Yeah. It's going to be tough to, I mean, again, we're winning, but it's going to be tough to top that fight.
I think they're probably going to go into the Kafka fight now, in general. I think we're getting close to the Kafka versus number 9.
Or whoever he's going to fight.
Yeah, he's going to fight someone first. Whatever he was protecting that girl from
Is
last
definitely,
time we saw him.
Yeah, didn't he cut it, rip it in half though, and throw it through a
Oh,
building?
yeah. Yeah. So it might go right into number 9 time.
Yeah,
or number 9's going to flip this situation right now.
The only other person that could be still fighting is Mia. Nia? I forget her name.
Oh, the
railgun girl.
Nina.
Yeah.
Nina.
She's the only one that could be fighting something, maybe. But she's like miles away anyway. She's just sniping people.
Rail cannon, yeah.
Yeah. Because
Shinomiya
won hers.
Maybe that's what number 9 will do. Maybe he'll show up where she is and take her out.
Maybe.
We could catalyst to piss off Kafka.
There's got to be something that is lost.
Yeah, I'm starting to think he'll come in and try to flip the situation. Because he hasn't been seen yet.
Because, like we said, this whole setup of this massive kaiju attack because they've never had multiple kaijus attack, and now they're all of a sudden they got 5 or 6 of them attacking at once, and not a single. I mean, it's shonen, people don't really die much, but it's like, you have stakes, man. People gotta lose something. The only thing we've lost is Shinomiya's grandfather.
Yeah, but I don't even need to lose people specifically. I need the dynamic to change, the power dynamic. People need to be put on the back foot. Like, I don't know if it's just me being, spoiled because how good Shibuya is, but Shibuya changed the entire dynamic of JJK, and I thought it was perfect. And now seeing
but
anime that do the status quo jumping thing is not the same anymore.
Yeah, but there was also consequences and loss to that. So, spoilers for JJK, it's Shibuya.
The story was never the same again.
Nanami dies.
Yeah.
Maki gets burnt, permanently disfigured. Nobara, we still don't know if she's alive.
Yuji even got permanently disfigured. He's got his scars from that fight.
Yuji got fucked up. Gojo gets sealed. Half of the fucking Shibuya itself gets obliterated. All of the normal humans dead in the train.
And then immediately Yuji gets put up for crimes again.
Yeah.
With the higher ups.
Todo loses a hand.
Yep.
Like, people get fucked up in Shibuya over the consequences of the mass attack planning of the enemies. The bad guys, the cursed spirit side, that wanted to do damage and attack the sorcerers. Now, flipping it back to Kaiju. The Kaiju team wanting to plan and execute this mass attack on the Special Defense Force.
And just getting no diffed.
And,
diffed.
Difficult fights, but no one's lost any limbs. I don't say you need to lose limbs.
Yeah.
Nobody's died. Nobody's been seriously wounded.
No infrastructure has been destroyed.
Yeah.
That's what they were going towards, too, was vital infrastructures.
Buildings get... What they do. That happens in every...
Yeah, but not the targets.
Yes.
Because they were, targeting, power plants, hospitals.
Shinomiya will bounce back from her fight like nothing happened.
Reno hasn't even fought yet.
Reno hasn't... MIA. Every one of the captains... that got in a fight.
Narumi will get back.
If not already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the strongest one. But I was honestly... I had the biggest problem with his fight against the water guy.
The water guy was so boring.
Yes. And I think being him, he's supposed to be the strongest. He should have had the easiest time out of all of them to beat his enemy.
I think he kind of did.
He still got pretty fucked up, and he was losing for all of it except for the final attack.
It was the quickest, though. I mean, Shinomiya's took forever, and Hoshina's took forever.
Shinomiya's was only 2 chapters.
I feel like a few chapters, because she got trapped in the trauma thing, and...
Yeah, dude, 2.5 max. I'm telling you, it wasn't that long. because when it first starts, it's at the end of a thing, and then they go through that whole
I'd say about
trauma and
2.5,
her getting her
3.
ass beat.
Yeah.
And then the beginning of the next one, she's still losing, but then snaps into it, and then just like gets over her trauma or her mental hold backums, and then just turns around and like one shots the girl.
I think it was 3 chapters, but it was also because the girl getting one shot had to talk.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. But Vice Captain over here.
He had the biggest one though, for sure.
Definitely.
His was like 5-6 chapters now.
And
Big a whole volume.
It started in an earlier. He also fought in other ones in earlier chapters before he got to this fight too. So he's like honestly the MVP of this fucking arc so far. I mean, Kafka's done nothing. He showed up to save that girl.
Where the fuck's Reno?
I don't know. Where is he? He's probably going to show up and help Kafka.
Oh shit, no one liked the ice powers. I guess we're going to just not show him anymore.
Oh, I said you said it earlier before. There's no consequences. There's no...
Nothing is changing.
I see that it could, especially because like...
If he could still flip it around... We don't know what he's doing right now.
If Kaiju number 8 comes out right now and somehow can distract Kafka or
you know what?
smack him away.
What if he's going towards the headquarters right now? Everyone that's talented is spread so thin.
And all of them are beat. Well, not beat, but like,
tired.
Tired.
They're definitely tired.
Those 3, Shinomiya, Narumi, and
Hoshino are probably done.
Hoshino, they're not fighting anything else, I don't think. Maybe Narumi.
I was actually going to say maybe Shinomiya.
I feel like she got fucked up the most, though.
I don't know. I mean, Hoshina's missing a tail now.
Yeah, but it's not actually part of his body. Because I just felt like
part of his special super suit, though.
This is true. But it was a living super suit because the dude's eyes was in it, actor alone, so you think he'd just reattach himself?
We could hope.
He's got 100% compatibility, or what did they call that? 100%?
Yeah, it's like
activation.
Yeah, it's like it's like how much of the power in the suit they can activate.
Yeah. Oh, so I mean,
maybe
Kaiju number 9 is devious. You know, what I mean, he's trying to be cunning, so he's not just
clearly had plans.
He's up to something. Oh, and plus we still got. He's in. He like took over.
Yeah.
Shinomiya Senior. His first name. Is it Isho?
I don't know.
I feel like that's his name, Isho. But yeah, Shinomiya's dad.
Yeah, he still has his body.
He has his body. So there's that whole plot line to go through.
I don't know how I'll feel if he just rolls up to Kafka and is like, hi. Like, I want him to have a plan. Like, please.
Yeah, I like that idea of yours. Like, he's going to the headquarters or some other target that they had.
Yeah, please.
Something.
We're going to find out soon. Kafka just says, no, yeah, like you said, he tore that thing to shreds. So, yeah, there isn't even anything in front of Kafka right now.
No.
Oh, yeah, Dalton.
And,
is my name fucking Mario right now? Oh my god, it's Mario.
Oh, I should change that as soon as possible. And then there's, Wild Strawberry, which is really just a character building chapter, which was good. I'm not, like, shitting on it or anything. I'm just saying it was just a nice
little chapter.
It was like a soup eating chapter.
Yeah.
Had some soup, talk to each other. And
vague threat
that
he kind of rolled right off his back anyways. He's like, I have people talking to me.
This is awesome. I got food. No shoujo, no. That'll be probably next week.
No, I didn't even read the gag page, to be honest. I didn't even really...
Yeah, neither did I. And I failed you and didn't read Sakamoto again.
And I haven't read Gachiakuta in a couple weeks, which is sad because he's like right in front of the bad guy leader, and the bad guy leader just said his plan, and it was pretty dope, so... I don't mind letting Gachiakuta build. I hate reading on browsers anyways.
Yeah, man. I got so many open browsers for that, and I just forget that they exist.
I actually can't believe Gachiakuta's like, I want to say it's like 60-something chapters in so far, and there still hasn't been an English manga volume for it. And it's kind of I'm starting to take it personally. Like, I want to give you guys money. But not your app, though. I don't want to give your app money.
What is it printed on?
It's Kodansha.
Oh, yeah, no. They didn't roll any of that stuff back?
Oh, no, I haven't heard so. And I deleted it, so.
I didn't even download it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a shit.
The true winner.
Yeah, that's a shit fucking... I mean, there wasn't really much on it that I really cared to read anyway.
That's not true.
I feel like there was like 3 titles at max I would have read.
Vagabond being one of them.
Yeah, but I mean, you got the Vizbigs that were trading back and forth with Berserk.
You're telling me you wouldn't have dove into Vagabond if it was on a free digital platform?
Not anytime soon, because I would read Vinland Saga before that. Is Vinland Saga Kandacha?
I think it might be.
So there you go.
Yeah, it is. Fairy Tail, Attack on Titan. I'm not saying ones that you specifically would read. I'm sure you can tell from the first one.
First one, yes.
Vinland Saga, Tokyo Revengers, 2 Year Eternity, Blue Lock. Skipping some now. Fire Force, Akira.
Yeah, see, I'm going to go
Ghost in the
anime
Shell
with Fire Force.
Noragami.
Vinland Saga, we'll see.
20th Century Boys, but I'm reading that physical. Oh my god. They've been doing this game for a long time. Am I even reading the same thing now?
Where Vinland Saga Season 2 ended off in the anime, it wasn't like a cliffhanger type moment where I needed more. I was like satisfied with that to where I could wait for Season 3 of the anime. But then if Season 3 of the anime ends somewhere where it's like I need to figure out what happens next, then I'll go switch from Vinland Saga to the manga. I should just read the manga though, because the artwork in Vinland Saga is fucking outstanding. Yeah. Holy shit, can that man draw hands?
Manga is always better.
Can that man draw hands? It's so weird to say that, but then you see the hands in Vinland Saga and you're like, oh, I understand.
Rent a girlfriend.
Yeah, no thanks.
Don't toy with me, Mr. Nagatoro.
Anime only with that. Yeah, so like the first ones you mentioned, Vagabond, Vinland Saga, and I feel like there was another one you mentioned right off. Well, I mean, I have November 1st, and I'll see the whole fucking series.
Yeah, but you're telling me you wouldn't read it again, too? I know you. You rewatched the anime.
I did, so why would I reread it?
Because you would rewatch it again, I bet.
I don't know. But otherwise, I mean, Shonen app has way more.
Inuyashiki's mad good, and that's from them. I've been wanting to read that.
Isn't that the one where the dude goes bang?
Yeah.
Kills people.
And the old grandpa robot dude.
Yeah. Yes. Anime people say you should watch it's kind of like one of those ones that became a classic.
Yeah.
Quite quickly, because it's a newer series. Well, at least the anime is newer. I don't know. I can't really speak to how old or new the manga is. I'm sure if I scroll through, there'd be others, but I'm not doing fucking Kodansha's.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Pace cycle. No thanks. I want to read Magi is what I really want to read. That's what I want to...
I'm pretty sure that's Kodansha too.
Mostly you have to do a web browser for it.
Yeah.
But I'll probably end up starting from the beginning.
Also, good end to my little story is it is finally coming out in America.
Oh, what?
Gachiakuta?
Nice.
It finally has a listing on Amazon. Releases January 16th.
It's not too far away when you think about it.
No, but that's volume 1. And they're like 60-something chapters in now. But again, I'll take progress. I'll take any progress. I'll be buying those as they come out.
Well, I was going to say, because once volume 1 comes out, you would think that...
It's going to be like every 3 months.
Yeah, I was just going to say, every somewhat of a set schedule after that, they'd start releasing.
So you might as well wait for me to buy those, because I will be buying those.
We'll see, because like I said, if once I ham through the last 25-ish chapters of...
Are you assuming Boom Boom?
Oh, yes, Boom Boom, then I can start taking on more larger scale titles, or have just really more time once Baldur's Gate.
Gojo has a lot of seinen. Dororo is on here too. And that's seinen. Some Sword Arms guy.
Oh, yes.
That's seinen.
Yeah. I mean, again, too, Shonen Jump is shonen, so...
I just always was under the impression that so was Kodansha Gleipnir's on here.
Well, I'm actually interested in that, because I saw...
But yeah, I'm only on G. There's plenty.
Yeah.
If it was good, but it's not.
Even if it was, like, a little bit more... Because the Shonen app is, what, $3 a month?
Yeah, I would honestly pay somewhere upwards of 7 to 10. Especially with Kodansha having more manga than I'm interested in all actuality.
Because I have 2 manga apps. I never use the other one. I have Manga Reader. But the only one on here that I've ever seen that I would want to read is the case study of hiatus.
Just some great images. I see a lot of like pictures from that.
It's really good. I've seen I've watched the first two seasons of the anime. I think there's 2 seasons, or if it was like 2 cores or whatever. I've seen all of what is animated. I have seen, and I like it a lot. Vampires. Good vampires. Not as in like good guy vampires, but like.
There's a lot of room to be better, like, because I think back to like Trinity Blood, and I think I had nostalgia goggles for that for the longest time. It's not as good as I remembered it to be.
I never watched. I've seen like the first 2 episodes of Trinity Blood.
Oh, I've seen all of it many times.
Well, I mean, Hellsing is really the default vampires that I think of.
I still haven't seen all of Ultimate. Still.
I'm pretty sure I own all of it on DVD.
I'm pretty sure you do too.
It sucks that...
And I can confirm that, yeah, Magi's Kodansha now.
Nice.
I just saw his other series on here.
Because I like box sets, though. So when I bought the first Hellsing Ultimate stuff, it's... it was volume... I think there's 10 episodes, so the episodes 1 through 8 is in a box set. But then I have 2 separate DVDs for the next 2 episodes.
Oh.
And I was like, it just looks weird when I look at it. And I'm like, God damn it. Why couldn't it be one box set? Kind of like my Eden of the East. I have an Eden of the East box set.
Kind of like my Hell's Paradise, where I have those 2 little like Malaysian versions of 2 volumes.
Oh, yeah. Aren't they like somewhere in the middle, too?
Yeah, I think it's like 3 and like 7 or something like that.
That's going to look real weird on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah. Which hopefully will be soon. We're clearing up space.
Nice.
Yes.
Doing some reorganization.
Yeah, trying to get rid of the hospital bed we have in the basement. We got rid of the mattress. Now I just got to break apart the actual
bed itself.
Yeah, and put it out front and get the state to pick it up.
There you go.
Yep. And I'm going to build a bookshelf.
Nice.
Yes.
Beautiful.
To put all my manga up finally.
My Berserk volumes are unfortunately going to have to stay in the box that they were mailed to me in for a while. I don't have anywhere for a new bookshelf until I eventually move out of this apartment and into an actual house. Someday. I would not put them down here.
No?
No.
Okay. Wait, a washing machine, yeah.
Yeah, it can get humid down here and stuff. Like those books up there.
So that is like a perfect spot for a bookshelf right there.
Yeah. But no, I wouldn't. Especially if like it's a hardcover, but you've felt that hardcover. It's a soft hardcover. You know what I mean?
And most of your other volumes will not be hardcover.
Yeah. So I don't plan. Like down here's not like the greatest place to store some books. Like all those books.
Back.
What?
Oh, your stereo system.
Oh yeah, you used to have the same one.
Yeah.
It still works. It just sits over there. It's just I have zero need to hook it up.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. But no, I wouldn't store books down here. I say as I have my fucking D&D books right there. Especially not the Berserk ones, because, that's like a collector's item thing.
Precious cargo.
Yes, that I don't plan to.
Say the Vagabond ones are soft cover, because the Soul Eater ones are hardcover, and they're smaller than both of them.
Deluxe?
Yeah, because I think the Soul Eater ones only cover like 1.5 volumes each.
Oh. Yeah, no, 3 volumes for the other two, Vagabond and Berserk.
Yeah. But Soul Eater still gets a hardcover for theirs.
Nice. It'll probably get me into mangas when I go visit that anime store.
It's so nice.
That local anime store.
It's so nice.
We might go this Saturday. Maybe. Depends on what we're doing.
This Sunday I'm going back to Connecticut. We're going to a Renaissance fair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. No, we'll see. I don't think I'm working this weekend, so go check out life-size statues of anime people. Well,
yeah, I always go to that one.
Yeah, well, because Luffy and Naruto and Goku are inside.
Yes.
I think I saw in pictures. I know Luffy and Naruto. I wasn't sure about Goku.
I'm pretty sure Goku.
And then you said a wall of manga.
Mm-hmm.
And just other anime memorabilia.
And a shitload of snacks. There's like a whole snack corner.
Like I assume just a Japanese type snacks. Cool. No, we'll check it out. Hopefully it's not rainy. It's been raining for 2 weeks straight. So hopefully it decides to clear up sometime this week. But that's all I got.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think that's everything I got.
Anything else would kind of be forcing stuff, so.
Yeah. I need to Kagura my bachis.
Well.
We can always bachi our Kaguras later.
Yeah, and talk when I read all of it, so we can speak on it more than in just depth. Saying, oh yeah, chapter 1.
Or will you read chapter 2 and leave chapter 3 for me next week?
We'll see. Maybe.
Maybe. It's only the most hyped manga in the industry.
For some reason.
I've never heard someone call a manga an industry plant before. I found that very amusing.
Industry plant?
Yeah. Have you not heard the term?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, whatever.
Yeah, for a manga, it's just so weird.
Alright, guys. There's been The Dukes of Weepdown. Episode 32.
Have a good one.
Peace.